Hey everybody. I've had a lot of talks and a lot of conversations with people about how higher dimensional beings actually might see us or perceive us. So, I have an analogy that I like to share quite often that kind of encapsulates the whole idea. So, imagine if you're living in a cozy, well-furnished house with windows on all sides, a three-dimensional space. That's all we've ever known. So you can move freely in all directions. You can move left, you can move right, you can move forward and backward, up and down. The house with its array of rooms and corridors, they represent our three-dimensional world. So pretty standard, you live in one, you can imagine it. Now let's introduce a four-dimensional being. So think of this entity just for a minute, guys, as a gust of wind. The wind can enter your house without opening doors. It can move through walls without breaking them, and touch the inside of a sealed box without lifting its lid. It's present in every room, every corridor, all at the same time, yet it's not confined by the house's structure or boundaries. So from your perspective, within the house, the wind is intangible. Mysterious. You feel its presence when the papers rustle or the curtains flutter. You witness the effects, the stir it causes, but you can't seem to grasp it. It doesn't follow the rules of three-dimensional home. If the wind could speak, it might tell you about the vast skies and open fields, landscapes that stretch far beyond the walls of your house. But those tales would absolutely sound like myths, beautiful, yet very incomprehensible. So for the four-dimensional being, your 3D house is actually transparent. It's like a dollhouse with an open roof. It can see the top floor, it can see the basement, all in one glance. Watch your move from room to room. They can see you go from room to room and anticipate your every action. The being isn't bound by your staircases or hallways. It can traverse the house in ways that you could never fathom. So now let's say this wind, this four-dimensional being interacts with your world. It can lift an object without touching it. It can move it through other objects, or even seemingly make it disappear, and only to reappear somewhere else. So to you, it would appear the laws of physics were broken, objects behaving in impossible ways, but for the wind, it's absolutely natural. It's their way of traversing a higher dimensional space. The four-dimensional being is to us as we are to the characters in a book. Just as we can flip through the pages, seeing the entire story unfold, in essence, a 4D entity can flip through our 3D universe. Our linear progression through time, the turning of our pages is just one aspect of a much broader reality. So anyway, I hope that analogy kind of hits home for some people, or allows them to see a little bit easier of how an interdimensional being might actually interact with our three-dimensional world. Anyway, thanks guys. Take care.